I believe so. That's I know, like we said, we discussed he had a mulligan. A shame start from Robbie.
And a Xerneas start from Sam. He also does have that Jirachi, which is pretty big. So Robbie's going first.
Oh, Robbie's going first. Oh, so that the dice was just to indicate
the mulligan.
Yeah.
So Robbie does start off with an Alder Ball, discarding a Sycamore and a Dark. And he's going to be looking for the Yveltal EXs. He's going to need to get at least 2 down to be really good. And he probably, I know for a fact he doesn't know the matchup. Hasn't really been playing that much, and
is anyone really prepared for Pulverizing Pancake?
That's also true, yeah. But he hasn't been playing that much, so he only really knows the popular decks. And so it's going to be interesting to see what his game plan is with only seeing the Geomancy Xerneas. He might be thinking Mega Party.
Oh,
like
very
Brilliant
possibly, yeah.
And I don't know if you really play that matchup differently than what you would for this. I also like his choice of Clear Sleeves. Gives a little nostalgic feel to it.
That original background, I like it. He actually decides to go for the Trubbish, attempting to get that Garbodor early game rather than going for the Yveltal right out the gate.
Yeah, the one thing though is that's not going to do anything in this matchup.
He doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, maybe
he's trying to play to what he
little
thinks.
older player, so maybe he still thinks Aromatisse is in the format.
Oh, possibly. I mean, the last time we saw Xerneas getting higher up on stream, it was with the Aromatisse being able to move all those fairy energies around. And even when he sees this Regirock drop, which I'm sure he will, because Sam's gonna want to be able to build up those energies.
Oh yes, for sure.
He might even think, even then, yeah, that's probably where the Aromatisse is supposed to be somewhere. But the Garbodor doesn't shut down that ancient trait on those Regirocks.
Yes, which is a neat little interaction. So it does look like Sam got end into pretty much the same hand. He has an Ultra Ball, he has a Shaman, Silent Lab. So it's going to kind of like ruin Robbie's plans too, because I think what he wants to do attaching the DC to the Shaman, he's going to Sky Return and then try to set up next turn kind of thing, get going.
Get that Shaman EX out of the active spot. Yeah. I mean, if it's on the bench, you've set up, you've used it to potential. You have a little bit better chance of guarding it from getting that low HP knockout.
Oh, he just attacked.
Oh.
Okay.
All right,
See,
there we go.
I told you guys he hasn't been playing for a while, so luckily our table judge caught that, and Sam also got it. He just didn't want to let that go through. So it is Sam's turn now. Let's see what he's going to do. I know we're not going to see the Snorlax GX for a while because he always wants a Ninja Boy into it.
Yeah.
So that makes me kind of sad.
Yeah, that's having that's a nice combo between the Regirock, Ninja Boy, and the Snorlax.
Yeah.
You can drop the Regirock, it's immune to the Lysander, immune to the hammers. You can build up those 5 energies you need, and then a quick Ninja Boy gets you that nice Snorlax GX.
Oh, he's showing
showing him.
Robbie definitely does not know what that card does. So I think that's a little taunting for Sam right there. Like, look what I'm playing. What do you get? Just another Xerneas?
Either another Xerneas or, like we were talking about, that Regirock, if that's his choice, because you can build up the energies and Ninja Boy into any attacker as long as it's a basic. So that Lugia, the Snorlax, he really has some options right now that he can go for. Also, building up the energy on the Regirock, like we were saying, with the Omega Barrier being immune.
What is...
Oh, man, what is he doing?
I think he's checking for Xerneas's, because I only see one.
He's passed one.
Two. Okay.
So he's got...
he's just hammed for the camera, I think. That's what he's doing.
I think so, too.
Right, so he did get the Regirock, as you said.
Mm-hmm. It lets you either build up those energies to attack with the break, the Xerneas break, or like we're saying, Ninja Boy into a different attacker. It's very versatile. Obviously, Sam wants to start with a Xerneas to be able to Geomancy right off the bat. He has that first turn energy. He's going to be able to Geomancy this turn.
Yeah, and it does look like Robbie is just playing close to the same 60, maybe a few cards off of Paramoas.
Yeah, he's back down to the 3EXs. And
he's playing 2 Flare Grunt, which is something to watch out for. Mm-hmm. But I think with the amount of energy Sam's going to be getting in play, it might not matter. Although if you 4 energy on a Snorlax flare gun away a DCE, then you're just like, oh no.
You're set back almost an entire turn or two sometimes. Like,
Yeah. So he did set up draw 5. He still has this Silent Limb in play. I for sure think he's going to play it down. And
he's Ultra Balling right now. Looks like he got rid of a Lysander and a Shaman.
he got the Xerneas.
He got that second Xerneas. So I'm sure we'll see Geomancy on the Xerneas and the Regirock.
And I just looked at his hand. His hand's amazing. Did you see it?
I did not. Oh, DC some more. That's what more could you ask for on the turn that you're going to put the energy on the field, and now you just got to wait for your next turn.
And I think it was super beneficial for him to go second. Because he got
definitely.
that Geomancy attack off.
That's Geomancy doesn't do any damage. It's just there to get some energy on the board, and so to go second and be able to set up the way Sam did is going to be really great in his favor on this.
Yeah. Alright, so we do see
Looks
the first
like
secret for the
Bobby's-
N.
Okay. Now this is and isn't bad for Sam, because now he's getting more cards, which is what he was going to do with that Sycamore anyway. Just gets to actually keep his resources. Maybe he didn't want to play the DC just yet.
Yeah.
He does play the 4, but like we said, Robbie does play the 2 flare runs, and although Sam doesn't know that, it could come into play a little bit later.
Also, one thing to note about Sam's list, which I love. Okay, I was talking about this for a while last night with a deck with just 4 Darkrai units. Any deck that basically does a certain amount of damage for however many energy you have in play, I think XP share is amazing. And it's such an underutilized card in Standard right now. And Sam is running 3.
Yep.
So he can XP share anything. The Regirock, which is amazing. Other Xerneas, the Shaman, anything.
Yep.
And if a guy gets knocked out, he still keeps his damage output on the field.
Which is obviously what Sam's main goal is. I'm sure against this Yveltal deck, like we were saying, Pulverizing Pancake may not be able to take out an Yveltal EX clean, but get enough energies on the board and protect him with that Regirock.
Pulverizing
and
Pancake can take out an EX clean. It does 210.
Oh, 210.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought it was 130.
It is
But
a
it
little
looks like
awkward in his hand.
Robbie. Oh, there we go. Looks like Robbie played down a Parallel City, so Sam went ahead and got rid of his
Shaman.
X that he had on the board, which is a great setup for him. He's wanting to hold on to the Jirachi, knowing that obviously Robbie's playing those DCs for the Yveltals.
Yeah, basically it's for if he's stalling a turn. Like, what if he gets N to nothing? He always has that out of bringing up Jirachi and taking a turn off to starting a DCE, being protected for a little bit. It's a pretty good stall tactic.
And looking, we got a quick glance at Robbie's hand. He does have 2 of those DCs in there, so
Yeah.
the fact that Stardust only takes 1 colorless, and so it could come up and just kind of ruin Robbie's plans at any moment. Definitely, he's going to be playing conservative with those DCs.
No, the Snorlax
Oh.
gets discarded. And Lugia gets discarded too. Okay, so now Robbie's reading the Snorlax.
That's does Sam play any recovery cards for his Pokemon?
Let's take a look. There is 2 Super Rock. So
Okay, so
there's still a chance,
there's
guys.
still a chance we can see this GX happen. I'm sure being the first on stream, Sam wants it
so
to
bad.
be
He
able
wants
to.
it
He wants
so
to use
bad.
it so badly. And there we see the break, another card maybe Robbie hasn't seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Being a newer card, looks like he wants to give it a little read to understand. But like we were saying, that's his.
Spoiler alert,
Ooh,
it's pretty good.
Just a little bit, yeah.
a little.
And actually, that in looked super favorable for Sam. He got 2 of the breaks. He got a DCE for the red. He got a DCE back for the Regirock, and he ended up Sycamoring again. So
One thing he didn't do was attach to, or did no? He attached.
so
the
he attached the DCE
Okay.
to the Red Rock. Yeah. Again, it's
So
protected.
he's just gonna
that
Geomancy
He's gonna look at
again.
it. Yep.
Yeah, I can't Lysander it. Yeah, I can't.
Enhanced hammer.
Enhanced
can't crush
hammer.
hammer it. Nope, none of that. They can't even flare onto it.
Can't even flare around to it. And there's 2
Well, you
flare grounds.
can. It doesn't do
Nothing.
anything.
Yeah. All right, so Sam's gonna be running out of energy soon too, because he discarded 1, has 2 in hand. There's 1 in the deck.
There's 1 in the deck.
Oof. I would think I would want it to go on the other Xerneas break.
I think so too. I think Sam's doing his best to play conservative. Like we talked about, he does have those EXP shares. So at any time he could strap one onto a Xerneas and be able to move that energy back down, keep them in play. Like we said, he has 2 of the super rods, which can get back those basic energies. But I agree. I think I would have rather have seen it go on that other break on the bench, possibly.
But who knows? Sam is a very better player than both of us. So
definitely, Sam is a phenomenal player. Oh, and there's the DC going down on the Evotal. And I guess actually putting another energy on the Xerneas does give it the chance to be knocked out by an Evotal. Who knows? Robbie can play a couple elixirs, get that Evotal nice and powered up, and knock out one of his breaks early on.
Basically, you just want to put it the safest as possible. The guy that will not move the Regirock. All right, so we see another N.
Now this is going to be interesting because that one other energy now is back in Sam's deck. He
does the 2 in hand.
He had 2 in hand. So, I mean, there's still a small chance he'll be able to draw it again. I'm sure he's hoping to look to find it. That way he can use that Lifestream attack for the 2 fair energies and start taking surprises in this game.
But now, if he doesn't draw it, he can't use Lifestream attack.
No. Now he can use Geomancy to get back in the deck, and luckily that active Xerneas does have a Float Stone, so it could retreat into one of the attackers as a possibility.
He did draw the energy, so we will most likely see a Lifestream next turn. He also has a DCE too. There we see the Fright Knight, but the Fright Knight is doing absolutely nothing on this board. I think he's basically playing it down as a 1 prize sacrifice.
Yeah, I think he's realized that trying to find that Garbodor and dig for it isn't nearly as important.
And here we see something unfortunate. Robbie goes up for the attack, but I don't think he realizes resistance. So he's going to be 10 short.
Oh, man.
So the Yveltal was doing 130. Minus 20, so it's 110. With 30 on it, so it's 140. The Xerneas lives with 1 life left. There was the XP shirt too.
I was going to say we see Sam's hand that he does have the EXP shirt, so it's possible we'll see it dropped on one of maybe the benched Xerneas break, and he may just attach because, let's see.
So if he plays down the fairy, he will be doing 140, I believe. We do see Super Rod. The Snorlax is getting back in the deck, guys.
Oh, it is.
But it's going to be interesting to see if he actually goes for a Lifestream here.
Because he could potentially just let the Xerneas go down and Geomancy that one more time. It'll only get him the one other...
Oh, he is...
The Stars play we were discussing earlier.
Decided he doesn't want to make things a little fast. He doesn't want to start attacking without actually one hitting.
That's going to be your main goal. He has almost all of his energies now on the board, like we discussed, and so making sure they all are utilized to their maximum potential is going to be very key here.
But we do see that Lysander on Xerneas break, and it will be knocked out this turn. Although the Regirock will get its 5th energy, which if Sam gets the Ninja Boy,
could mean we
can see a pulverizing pancake,
which will be very exciting.
I really want to see this pulverizing pancake so bad. So we see him attach Dark just because he doesn't want another starter coming out, and he Wise Cyclones to charge up the Yveltal Fright Knight on the bench. But that's doing 40 damage. That's it.
For 3 energies, and that's a large cost for not a very large amount of output.
And he does run 3 Yveltal EX, so it's been...
Sam's not sure what to do here. He lost his Pokemon with the Float Stone. He doesn't have that second energy in hand. He does have 2 Sycamores, but
he does have an Ace Trainer.
Oh, and we're going to see him play it.
Ace Trainer is one of my favorite cards. Playing from Greninja and things like that. It's just such a good expected value. Like, oh, your opponent just took a prize. Okay, I'll put him down to 3. I'll still draw 6.
And that's Sam.
I can do that for
by no means is, even though Sam or Robbie is up a prize, by no means is Sam, out of this. Obviously, it's so very early.
I would think Sam is in like the best position.
If anything, he almost wanted that Xerneas to get knocked out, be able to stay in control. He, like we said, that energy that was knocked off of it is actually just over there sitting on the Regirock.
Unfortunately, though, he missed the fairy to actually deal some damage this turn. But he does have some fairies left in the deck, so he can Geomancy. And he has the Ninja Boy in hand, Travis.
He does have the Ninja Boy in hand.
Ninja Boy in hand.
It looks like there's 2 energies in his deck. But do you think he'll grab both? I would assume no. I would assume you will keep one in the deck, attempting to draw again next turn. Robbie's been pretty good about pinning.
Yeah.
So it's totally possible that Sam could get a whole new hand coming in this next turn.
One thing I also realized is you can Ninja Boy into the Lugia EX too. You already have this ungodly amount of energy on a Regirock.
Going up against an Yveltal who also has a couple energies on it. Right now back down to 2, but like we saw, he attached and used that White Cyclone attempting to conserve his energies. But again, I don't know that Fright Knight Yveltal is going to be what you want to have up active.
Right, so he did Ultra Ball. Gets another Yveltal out. That's what he needs.
That definitely. Having that last turn probably would have been a little bit better going to that White Cyclone, getting that energy on the other EX. Only because those are going to be your main attackers. Because with that resistance from the Xerneas, it's going to be increasingly hard, as Robbie's now found out, to knock out this brace.
Yeah, resistance is a pain in the butt. I would say so myself.
We see the no-hand Sycamore high five. Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, he is an older player.
True.
So
and you'd see him hesitate for it and then stop, and then Sam kind of caught on and was like, okay, I'll give it to you.
All right, we do see an X Elixir. I think this is the first one from Robbie.
Yes, and he plays 4, I believe, yeah?
Yes.
But
and
it looks like he missed it.
Oh, no. He really needed that to keep a constant stream of Yveltal EXs going.
This is going to... Now, he does have a little bit of buffer room. Like we were talking about, Sam didn't have that other fairy. He wasn't able to put really any pressure on this active Yveltal EX. So he's going to be okay to just... Oh, well, he has no other energies in hand in general. So he's just going to have to Evil Ball.
So one thing that's important to note here is with Geomancy, it really spreads your energy thin. So one also reason like Sam left the energy in the deck is because Robbie plays 2 Flare Ground. If he didn't like play a Squirtle, like if he like Shaman into something, Silent Lotto, like hypotheticals, which Robbie has a Flare Ground in hand. If Sam can't really do anything this turn, then he can Flare Ground the energy off the Xerneas brick, and Sam's even farther away from attacking.
Now Sam is going to go for another Ace Trainer here, getting Robbie back down to 3 cards, letting himself draw 6. Definitely looking for that other energy, hoping to maybe put a little pressure on this Yveltal.
Do you know it's a pretty good combo, Travis?
What's that?
Ace Trainer with Silent Lava play.
Oh, very true. Helps with those Shaman drops, because as we saw, Robbie did get an Ultra Ball with 3
He
cards.
did not get a fairy. Oh no!
We missed it again.
Got a DCE instead.
He actually got
have a
almost the
Lugia.
exact same hand.
So I think
He had
we're
the
going to see
Lugia in the DCE.
he retreat though. So
Well,
he's
the
just going
Xerneas
to
has the
play
two
Lugia
retreat
down.
card.
This is a tough turn. What are you going to do?
That's now he's pretty sure that this other break is possibly going to go down, and so he's prepping with that EXP share. Sorry. On that other break, hoping to at least try to conserve the energies, get that second one on that Xerneas break on the bench. Like you were saying, that Geomancy is really great to get going, but if you spread yourself too thin, you're going to run out too fast, and as we've seen, Sam has now missed the attack, and he went for it with the Geomancy.
And he put it onto the other one, not even the break on the bench. I guess the break on the bench has the XP share.
And I think that's all that's going through his mind is the fact that it has it on the bench. If this one gets knocked out, energy move down, he'll be able to start attacking.
And you do see the Fighting Fury Belt in Sam's hand. That's a 1 in the list. It doesn't actually work with Xerneas Break because it's an evolved Pokemon. So it really is only there to have Snorlax GX make it 203 HP, which is a big deal.
It's a big number, especially going up against. I'm sure Sam prepped for a lot of Yveltal deck out there today. Like we talked about, they're a pretty big staple. Looks like the players were discussing.
So we do see Robbie attach a DCE and White Cyclone it to the bench. That is saving himself a little leeway from the Drachi promo, and he does get the knockout from the White Cyclone attack. Mm-hmm. So now it's 4-6. Sam's still kind of behind this game now because he kept whiffing that last energy he had.
Yep, that's it. Oh, and he goes ahead and attaches the Fury Belt to that Lugia after dropping the DC. Now his active Xerneas does have those 2 energies, so he's going to be able to use that Life Stream attack, which is going to be really big, especially with that Regirock on the bench having 5 of those energies committed to it.
Do you want to know how much it does?
Go ahead, how much?
It does 240 damage.
Oh, well, that's what we're at right now, 240? So that's Sam's gonna go ahead and count it up now. And both players decide, yep, that's going to be enough to knock out that Yveltal.
It's just a little bit.
And just like that, players are tied back up on prizes. With another attacker, Sam looks like he's kind of pulling out of that downward spiral he was going to, not finding that second attacking energy for a couple turns.
Sure. And now Robbie's kind of on back foot. He can't really win the Xerneas
He doesn't have the extra energy on the. He doesn't have the dark on the EX on the bench. Silent Lab is still in place, so that
so we're gonna see a pitch black.
Shaman in his hand is useless. Now at least he'll be able to get that 60 on the.
So
that bench
one option he has is he can Lysander the Jirachi promo, knock it out, and put 60 on the Lugia.
Oh, does he have
instead of dealing 40 to the active? And I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna go ahead and do.
Because it gives away, or takes away Sam's ability to stall for a turn with the Jirachi.
And with that Fright Knight ability, those EXP shares don't do anything.
That is amazing. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That is so.
For the Silent Lab. A little bit of glare. I know. I'm sorry. That little bit of glare, and I even talked about the fact that he had the Shaman in his hand. That little bit of glare made me forget. Players are discussing, make sure it happened. He's gonna go ahead and throw it. Yep, on the Regirock.
He's just preparing for the enhanced hammer, the Florgant, if it goes into the Snorlax.
Yeah, trying to rebuild those 5 energies could take a long time. So stacking it up now might as well. And it's possible that Sam may be looking to use that Snorlax.
The third XP share. XP share has been putting in work this game.
It most certainly has. That's especially after whipping all of those, the Ace Trainers and the Inns, missing that other Fairy energy to be able to attack with the break. But here we see the break, it's back up. Going to take the knockout on this Yveltal in the active. Get rid of more of Robbie's energies. Robbie's down to just a DC on the bench. Now he is getting a new hand. So
Sam played an end, so Robbie will be drawing 3, Sam will be drawing 4.
Alright, so we see Robbie does get the energy. Now, it looks
Sam's
like
hand is just all supporters and then a float stone. But he can't even play the float stone.
No, that's
just another versus secret.
But at the same time, it's kind of okay because Sam, like we said, is in a good position right now. He's got his attacker. He's got that EXP share on the other Xerneas, but I think he's out of breaks right now.
Yeah. And then
Robbie's going to go ahead and scoop game 1.
That Xerneas break was just doing too much damage. Being able to save the energy to never lower your attack damage is amazing. And with it being on Regirock, they never go away. So when you're doing 240, you're basically always going to be doing 240.
Right.
So Sam does take game 1. Robbie will be going first, and this looks like a tough matchup for him. We did not see the Snorlax, though.
We didn't see the Snorlax. We saw it go back into the deck.
Yes.
We were all prepared for it. It looked like it was very possibly coming out, and just decided to go the other route. I guess that works.
Yes.
But yeah, that's both players going to go ahead and shuffle up. I think on this round, Sam may look to get that Regirock out early to get the energies on, but I don't think he's going to try to spread himself so thin this time, or I'd hope at least. I think I would hope that's what he took away from that first game, is the fact that he spread those resources a little bit too thin and was getting a little risky with his plays, not being able to hit with that life stream attack on that break.
Once he got going, there was no stopping him.
Yeah, that's the EX, like you said, the EXP shares putting work. Sam playing the Silent Lab, being able to shut off the Fright Knight, letting those keep working. It's just going to let you continue to swing your attackers, which is what you want to do, especially in this matchup where Yveltal, like we said, could get going out of nowhere and just have an attacker ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yeah, Xerneas Break is a really interesting card, and I was a big fan of it when it first came out. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see full 4/4 in the deck, and
yep.
So
well,
far, looking pretty good.
We saw the 3, and I said, I said he may be out. I think one was prized. Was the problem. Because he went back through his deck. He did have the other Xerneas on the bench, but he was about to take a couple more prizes. So who knows? He may have saw that. Robbie may have kind of realized that and decided, all right, you know what, let's just move on, conserve as much time as we can, trying to get into this next match.
Yes. I think the way the matchup works is Yveltal is at such a disadvantage because there is so many dead cards in Robbie's deck. 2 Fright Night Yveltal, 2 Garbodor, 2 Trubbish. Those don't do anything.
Nope.
Like nothing at all.
There's nothing to shut off. Sam's already playing the silent one that shuts off any shamans. And does Sam play shamans himself?
Yes, he does.
Right, and I'm sorry, he played it very early in that game, but
He plays 2.
yeah, but it doesn't seem to. Oh, and he's just there's one now.
Yeah.
So like we said, Robbie's gonna go first in this game.
He does have a very heavy DCE hand.
Looks like he's probably gonna play that in, so he's gonna go ahead and just
Discard
Ultra Ball and
Centerly and an N.
yep.
You know what I want to see? Sam Chen Ninja Boy and a Jirachi.
It just go ahead and start us that one DC away
Like,
and just
probably Ninja Boy and a Diamantu would be a million times better, but just the flavor of it. Alright, so we
Robbie
do see
this
him
time electing,
prioritize
prioritizing the EX is getting going on
Now
that.
he knows Trubbish is pretty bad in this matchup.
Yep. Realizes, okay, he doesn't play the Aroma Piece. Nothing he played had any abilities minus that Shaman. Let's just not even worry about it this match.
So Robbie does want to get some max elixirs. He wants to hit those.
Hit them this time too.
Well, he only hit the one, so
He'll use the
win.
one and missed it.
Yeah.
His deck was fairly small at the time, but there weren't that many energies on his board in play, so
Yeah.
you kind of would have
He
expected.
only had like 3 in play at a time.
Yeah, and so I'm sure that's something else Robbie's looking for is maybe these DCs not showing up together as often, and a couple more darks come into play.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what they get. That is not a good hand from Robbie. Thankfully, he has N for next turn, but
He does have the
right
brick
now,
energy he can attach, but
for Sam, his hand is amazing.
he definitely was taken back. I don't know if you just saw, but
Because he top decked the fairy.
he got that energy. Oh,
Sam,
look at him
stop.
go!
Sam, stop. Oh my gosh. He's already
What a-
dead. Oh.
Oh my goodness! And that's he top decked that energy and went, oh, all right, this is exactly what we were gonna do. Perfect.
Okay.
He goes ahead and plays the in, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, he plays an N.
Okay.
Oh, he's even taken aback at it. He's like, oh, look at this. This is amazing. I don't think he needs really anything else. Maybe the Regirock?
I mean, possibly. Is that a Silent Lab in play
Yes,
too?
yeah,
I
that's a
missed
Silent
I missed
Lab
him
play.
drop that.
It was like oh, and he got the Regirock.
There it is. Look at him.
my
And
gosh.
even him. He was like, oh,
Like,
look, there it
I'm
is.
so sorry.
Oh man.
Oh, they're
Sim Chen is a
just
master at
right
this
now
stuff.
deciding to do like Ultra Ball into something else, or just kind of call it good with his board setup I got.
Yeah, I think he should just save the Ultra Ball. The thing you would want to get if you discard your hand of it being so low is Shaman, but Silent Lab is the play.
So hold it, get the brick next turn, hopefully be able to
Yeah.
attack, and then like
And he has a Versus Seeker for next turn, too.
yep, keeping his bench small, not gonna spread himself so thin. Gonna be able to keep those Xerneases back to back, but
And
also
one-
build up that Regirock.
One thing he is checking for, too, is the amount of fairy energy that are in the deck. With there only being 9, that's only a few G.
Did you see him flash the G?
He's like, it's in here, don't worry.
Don't worry, I might come after you with this
Yeah.
pancake. And that actually might be what he I know he wants to do it so badly on stream. He may try to set up a knockout strictly to be able to use it.
Yeah.
Whether
really hope
whether
we see
he's
it.
down or not, it might be one of those things where he's like, well, might as well play it.
Oh,
But
man.
definitely excited for the turn that he's gonna he attempts to ninja play into that Snorlax.
I'm really excited for that turn. But this turn, though, this turn was amazing. I think this was the best possible turn he could have.
I honestly, after starting that Shaman, getting in, and then just getting into exactly what you would need in an opening hand.
All right, so we do see a Max Elixir.
And
Oh, no.
missed it again. This time with a little bit larger of a deck. We did see
Yeah,
DCE.
yeah.
They seem to like to hang out towards the top, but that's not going to be super helpful for him. He's going to go ahead and play the instead of attaching an energy. He did have a dark in hand, and he decides not to attach it to his active or either bench.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. I still can't get over that turn that Sam had. That was so good.
I know. And that
Even Ryan in the computer, he was just like, "Oh my gosh!" He was blown away.
Robbie didn't see it coming. Sam didn't even look like he saw it coming.
Okay, he did get a dark in the last one. Got the Fury Belt too. That's good. Now he can start putting some pressure because Sam's not really going to be doing much damage until another Geomancy.
Yep. That's and it looked like Sam did get a DC in hand. So
Another elixir. Let's see. Oh, he
got one
finally hit
this
it.
time.
Claps for Robbie. Claps for Robbie.
You can even kind of see the look on his face. He's like, oh, finally, I got that other energy.
Alright, so Sam's hand, I'm not really sure what we're seeing from it.
I saw another Xerneas. I don't know that
It's all
he'll
Silent Lab
and
and his Ultra Balls,
Ultra Ball DCE.
but there's not really much else. I didn't see a supporter, did you?
I didn't. It's looking like he may have an in hand.
Yeah, okay.
Open. Have to have a quick discussion about how resistance works again. Not a problem having, and then he does the Ace Trainer, but that's not going to help him right now.
He does not have an N, does he? No, he does not.
No.
See, I was right.
That's
But that's
but
fine though.
we see he has that that EXP share, so even if this
Yeah.
Xerneas goes down, it's going to go right onto that one, and then at that point, depending on what happens in this next turn supporter-wise, you may be able to see, a bigger attack come from Sam rather than just another Geomancy.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be putting the energy on other Xerneas and Regirock.
Yep.
And I think what Sam really wants is for Robbie to play down Parallel City. Because then he can Ultra Ball or use the Shaman, I guess. But I think it doesn't matter. His hand's perfect. Because Ace Trainer that he drew last turn.
Yep.
So the
So I
Xerneas
think-
getting knocked out.
I think that's why Sam was okay not playing supporter right now, getting those other energies. Like we said, he's got that EXP share on the Xerneas that has one energy. He had the Ultra Balls, he could go find that break.
But we do see an end from Robbie, so that's unfortunate because I kind of want to see Ace Trainer again.
That's Ace Trainer it's a strong supporter in a deck like this where you have just mainly the one pres attackers. The
And it's
only
like
thing that you
setup
take-
deck too.
Yep, it's great for.
That's why you see Greninja a lot.
Yep.
That's why you see
you're
him
gonna
with
take
that.
the early knockout on my Froakie or on my Xerneas. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and only draw 3 this time.
Yeah, I was really a big fan of it in the Electro Raikou deck because Electro can knock itself out, and then you can Ace Trainer like before they even start attacking.
Yep.
All right, so we do see Robbie getting rid of some of those dead cards, discarding the Trubbish and the Dark Energy. I don't know what he's gonna get though. Does he get the Frightening? Yeah. I think it's more of a liability to play. Like, sure, there's the Shaman, but I'd rather just have energy on Yveltal.
Maybe he's thinking at some point he'll be able to
Just bring it up
take a
and
small
sacrifice it.
knockout, get rid of the get rid of the Silent Lab, be able to prevent the moving of energy. But yeah, no, as we saw last game, it was more of a liability. It wasn't as powerful as going straight for that other EX. Now he does have the only 3 he plays on the field.
So we
it may
do
have
see
just been
Robbie
card
have
he's
a
trying to
parallel.
get it.
And a Shaman hand. So he can Parallel City and then
Knock him
Shaman
down to
set up,
3 and
or he
then
can
set up.
wait for next turn. I like waiting
And it looks like that's actually what he's going to go ahead and do.
because like maybe I don't have anything.
And
And
you got the Flare Grunt off of his prizes.
yes, that's good. Because what you're doing is maybe Sam will discard more Silent Labs, which is always good. And it also stops Sam from using Shaman on his turn, and he didn't get anything more this turn for him.
Right. That
So
he
just
already
playing
had.
conservative,
He had his
it's
energy.
good.
He had his. When he got that Utah on the bench already, you might as well just conserve what you have in your hand the next turn. And then with that Flare Gun, it's not going to be a bad combo being able to, possibly Flare Gun, get rid of the other stadium, and then drop your Shaman, draw 6 cards. It's like you played a draw sorter anyway.
We're seeing XP share on the Regirock, my boy. Oh, okay, he's switching to the Xerneas. Either of those fine. Oh. He's getting up there. He's 6 energy now. He's
just
a
gonna go
Sycamore.
ahead and Sycamore.
Okay. He did not play the Super Rod.
I was
for the
just going to say he
Xerneas.
got rid of that Super Rod, but I guess, yeah, it was just the Xerneas in the
Yeah.
discard, so...
And I think if you go through 3 breaks, you'd probably lose anyway. So I think 3 breaks is enough for Sam. So we do see a break. He already attached for the turn, which is unfortunate. So he's going to Geomancy again. And he has 3 fairs left in the deck, if none prized.
That
Oh, no, he has a 2 energy there. My apologies. We will see a big attack.
Now, it's not going to be enough to knock out this Yveltal because of the Fury Belt, but
I
it'll
believe it's doing 220, is it?
2
Oh, no. You're right. It's
280, right? Or 200?
No, 180.
180, okay.
It's hard to see. Okay, so
I think he's just this Yveltal. It has the Fury Belt. It's got 2 DCs on it. He's just wanting to put some pressure. We've not seen the Dirachi drop. Could be prized. Sam may just be altogether deciding that maybe it was too much of a liability. And when you see that Flare Grunt, Robbie hoping to keep that energy off of that active Xerneas the best he can. We'll go counting up an attack. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that Shaman in Parallel City still.
So, one thing to note is, since he's Flare Grunt, I don't think he can knock out Evil Ball this turn.
Nope, that's
Because he needed that energy. He needed energy. So maybe he was thinking, oh, okay,
Oh,
he just
okay,
hatched
that's-
energy. Which is a little weird because the Yveltal has so much damage on it. So it's
'Cause-
kind of like sacrificing an extra card that you didn't really need to.
Yeah. He could have held on to the Flare Grunt and just used the Shaman X to draw for 5. Still looks like he would have gotten that elixir that he just hit. So he could have kept the energies on. But yeah, that's like we were saying. Sam put a lot of pressure putting that much damage on the Yveltal. Sam checking now that will it knock me out even with resistance?
So usually the easy way I count for Yveltal math is just count the energies plus the Yveltal is 1. So Yveltal is 1, DC is 2, so that's 3, 4, 5, and the DCE that's 7, and then energy on the Xerneas that's 8. So it's 160 plus the 10 from Fury Belt, that's 150 exactly.
Yep, and thus we do see him knock out. Sam's going to promote that Shaman EX with the Full Sun just to kind of look at his bench, see what kind of options he has, see what he can do. He's going to go ahead and drop the Lugia. Now, the Lugia can take the knockout on this Yveltal with just that DCE. He could conserve his Xerneas.
So dropping the Lugia is a little weird because,
But he can also take the knockout with the Sky Return.
ooh, I like that.
Get
And
that
I
Shaman
think,
and Bloodstone back up in
because
hand.
of that, Sam's not going to play the Silent Lab down.
Oh, he's changed plans on us.
It's interesting because with him benching the Lugia, it takes away his option to Ultra Ball for a Shaman this turn. So I think he kind of has to attack with Shaman. He could also like use Xerneas' second attack, but that's not a good option.
Right.
I think his thing is, what am I going to bring up? I think bring up the Lugia because you can Float Stone it.
Yeah, it can
To
take
the
a
bench,
hit.
yeah.
You're about to knock out what has all of the energy. Oh,
But no,
that,
this is a very tough
He's-
decision. So
yeah. All right, so it is going to be the Sky Return knockout.
Yes.
And then, like we saw it now, Robbie.
and he's just straight up
Robbie's gonna
discarding something.
I think he's hoping.
Getting
Yeah,
the
you know
break.
what? There's gonna be another one. Yep. Oh, he just realized he was gonna top deck the break the next turn.
That's always the worst.
Yep.
When you search it up for something, you're like, oh, I could have just waited and got it next turn. So there we see the Sky Turn, knocking out the Yveltal, taking 2 prizes, evening up the game.
And he does go ahead and promote that Lugia. It's the bulkiest thing he has, mixed with the fact that he doesn't really want that Xerneas taking all that much damage without putting some out first.
Yeah. And the prizes are not updated yet. That's because Ryan is out doing something right now. It will be updated as soon as possible. So there's another elixir. Bobby really needs this.
Okay, and he got it. He's been getting pretty lucky, and I think that's why maybe he thought, oh, okay, he does have enough darkness on there. Sam thought the same thing I did for a second. Like, why did you put it on that one?
There's that enhanced hammer that just can't really use.
Oh, that's Reggie Rux. And they're kind of like, go ahead and play it. It's not going to do anything to these DCs.
I think that would have been a bad move if Sam actually attached the Lugia, because it would get enhanced hammer.
Definitely. And now Sam gets that DCE and Shaman back into his deck. Gets to conserve those resources. Drawing a couple cards here, we see, you got the Snorlax, which is not what you want to see when the fact that you want it in your deck. Now, he did also get a VS Seeker, so it's possible that they try to put it back in the deck. And or at least Sycamore it, maybe hoping for...
Alright, so he has that DCE. I would like to see a Weiss clone after his turn. It's over. This hand's not really worth that much note. Like, there's a Lysander, but Sam's going to be retreating to that Xerneas if he can anyway.
Now, he did have that Floatstone into way.
Yes.
So it is back in the deck. But like we were saying, he's got a VS Seeker. He's got some options. We do see a White Cyclone.
And it's 100 damage because of the Fury Belt.
Oh. Goes ahead.
There's the
DC off the top.
Ultra Pulse away the Snorlax. No!
He does still have one Super Rod.
One Super Rod left.
And I mean, at this point, you know he wants to play it really, really badly, but at the same time, he knows if it's not going to be that last Strucker attack, he can't have it in his hand anyway.
Like, it would have been pretty good right now if he Ninja went into it, but actually probably not, because Yveltal just comes up. It does a lot of damage to it. There we see the high five again. Alright, there's the Stardust Jirachi that he can't play because of the stadium. He could escape rope.
He might be regretting getting rid of that Silent Lab from that Ultra Ball now.
He does have the Floatstone now. Okay, tested the Xerneas. Alright, and then he just throw balls. Dealing 80 damage. Throwback to old Mewtwo EX. One of the... best cards in the game that they've released for a while. Alright, but this Lugia is going to go down this turn.
Yeah, that's it. It got some damage output, but it is going to go down. Robbie going down to 2 prizes. Now, besides the Snorlax, which is in the discard, and the Shaman's, which are on the field, nothing else is going to give up 2 prizes right now.
So it's going to need to work for these last 2 prizes.
And that's we can see he has that other EX built up on the bench. He kind of learned his lesson from last time, not getting out the EXs in time, not building them up, and then kind of prepping them up.
Yeah.
Now he has it because the backup for when this active goes down, knowing that Sam's going to be able to swing for pretty heavy right now. Sam's probably going to look for another. He's probably looking for
another break.
Another break was like.
He does discard the Shaman though, knowing that it's a free prize basically, like a liability on the bench. And for those of you, time was called for the round for Masters, but this match started a little later, so they still have, our timer is correct, they still have 6.5 minutes left.
So you saw there, he was tempted to play the Jirachi down and decides not to. He's going to go and just end.
It's a little easier prize to knock out than these big Xerneas breaks.
Yeah, like we saw last game, Robbie was able to take the hit for 60, which knocked him out, and was able to hit bench. Now Sam doesn't have a bench DX this turn, but it still could have been a quick 1 prize that keeps Robbie ahead of the
we
game.
see a Ninja Boy and a Super Rod!
We might see it. We might get to see it.
It'd be amazing right now because... Oh, please put it in, Sam. Please put it in. You know you want to.
Did yes. He put it back in.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, I am so happy. Please, Sam. Oh, he doesn't want a Super Rod yet because he doesn't want to get it end away and having the chance to draw the Snorlax.
If he gets the Super Rod in the way, gets in the way, but he definitely he's looking for it. He has the place next turn. He down to the 2 places. Potentially could knock out this Yveltal on the active. So,
Oh man, I am on the edge of my seat right now.
it's kind of coming down to this turn. Sam's probably feeling good, knocking Robbie down to only the 2 cards. And as we see, he only has a Sycamore, so Sam's hand is safe this turn right now.
That means we're gonna see it.
I think he's gonna see it, guys. I think we're gonna see
Snorlax GX. I am. Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now. You have no idea.
We can see now with that, with less than 5 minutes on the clock, it's definitely a good call for Robbie to attempt to take Game 2 the best he could by scooping that Game 1.
I just want to see Sam's reaction. This is going to be so great. Robbie's trying to see what
Are
he
there
can
any
do.
outs? Is there anything we can get? He has his hand at 7. He's just going to try to take that huge knockout.
And he does have enough to knock out the Xerneas too. So, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see Sam. Let's go. He's bringing it up.
Oh,
Just making sure.
as he does have the Xerneas with the O, he's just
Here
to
we
go for
Yeah,
it.
here we go. Oh man.
You can hear a handful of the people in the
Yeah.
crowd.
Putting back the Snorlax. Oh baby.
And energy. And an energy. You can hear the crowd chanting
They're chanting
pancake,
pancake.
pancake. And we see it. We see the Ninja
Pulverizing pancake.
Pulverizing pancake.
Oh,
Sam takes
man.
Game 2.
And the match. Oh my
Amazing.
God. I can't believe I'm so
He
happy.
actually, right now, even then, looking back over there, he's looking at his discard going, "Oh my gosh, I actually did it! I won the game with Pulverizing Pancake."
Oh.
Again, the players shake hands again. Rob probably a little in disbelief that DX is actually what took him out.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
He had the Yveltal, had the Fury built, it had a lot of energy, so it's hitting hard, had some decent HP, but that Pancake
I
went ahead and
can't wait to
squashed
get
him.
Sam for an interview.
Yeah, that's. We'll run over and snag him right now. We're gonna.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, guys, with Sam 10, the Pulverizing Pancake itself.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back, guys. I am here with Sam Chen, the pulverizing pancake himself.
I love it. I love it. Thanks for having me on.
So what made you decide to play this Xerneas Break Snorlax GX deck?
Yeah, so weird story. I was actually doing an interview for Top 4 at San Jose with Squeaky, and we were talking about what deck to play, and he had just received a shipment of Xerneas Break for his Rainbow Road deck. And I told him, there's another deck that plays Xerneas that I've been testing a little bit, and it's okay. And so we talked about the deck for a little bit after the interview, and then I put it off because it doesn't beat Volcanion consistently. Then yesterday, Squeaky, Carl Chu, and Kevin Baxter, they sort of messaged me on Facebook and say, wait a second, guys, we got a sick play. Take out the Gardevoir, put in Silent Labs. You can beat Volcanion. And we tried it, and it worked to a certain extent. And
so good.
So here we are, and I will say, we joke that the only reason we're playing this deck today is because of Snorlax GX. If this deck didn't have Snorlax GX, I would be playing Wild Box.
Oh, like I've always loved Xerneas Break as a card.
Yep.
And seeing it just combo so well with Regirock and even just like Ninja Boy too, amazing to watch.
Yeah, one of the issues with Xerneas Break that it's always had is that it's a little too slow because with Max Elixir in the format, you get a lot of turn 1 attachments, quick attachments to your Volcanion or Yveltal, so you don't actually have time to Geomancy. But with this deck, you have EXP shares, and it's fortuitous now that
we were talking about that earlier too, EXP share.
Yeah. With Tool Scrapper and Starling Megaphone out of the format, EXP shares will stick unless your opponent plays Minccino or Beedrill, which almost no one does. So getting an EXP share on Regirock will just load it up and you preserve your energy very well.
You basically never go down in your damage output, you always just go up.
That's right. And I was actually learning a little bit. I made a couple misplays. Game 1, I should have attached the first EXP to Xerneas. Game 2, I forgot to Super Rod before I Sycamore. I'm starting this deck.
We saw that. Yeah. It was only a Xerneas, so
I still should have done it. I still should have done it. It was a couple of misplays, but I need to clean up the play, and hopefully we'll see how far this deck
In Game 1, it did seem like your energy attachments were like spread a little thin. Yeah. You kept trying to end into that one fairy left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mismanaged that EXP share. That almost cost me the game, but thankfully I was able to drive it.
Yeah, and it does seem like the Evil matchup is pretty good.
We were testing the last night, and Yveltal was 50-50 against it, but we put in some other cards. This is before we put Silent Labs.
Yeah.
We had Gardevoir in there originally, so we'll see. I think it's slightly favorable for us at least.
Yeah.
And we're slightly favorable against Volcanion, so if I can hit those all day, I'm very happy.
Yeah, you'd be happy too, because that means more Snorlax on stream.
Are we going to do what we talked about, Jerry?
Do you guys want to see the Z move? We'll do the Z move.
Because we were talking about the Z dance. Doing it, but I was right behind behind the wall, so I couldn't do it.
So you can have like the room to do it.
You want to do the pulverizing?
All right, yeah, let's do this.
We got it. Let's do it. I'm so hyped. Ready?
All right,
right up first. All right. All right. So we should. Thanks for having us. Should we go back on the mic?